songwriter.
Okay.
For those who...
What we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
But I promise you,
going on, everybody? Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. It's Wednesday, everybody. Hump day. Hopefully you guys are having a better week than what I'm having. I don't know if you guys... Yeah, you guys can see this on stream, so right over here. That's a little hard. It's a little blown out in this area due to the light. But I've got this plastic miter box. Sort of like this, but plastic, right? And this is, this is a nice storage area for plastic strips and stuff like that. You know, when I have used them, and I just kind of put them in here. Well, at the 3-minute mark, when you guys started making your guesses on what shirt I was wearing today, I hit this thing and went all over the damn place. Ha! Fun times. So. Yeah. So I had to pick up all the plastic strip off the floor right before we got started. So, that's fun. But I digress. Anyway, welcome, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having, a good day. We're going to continue our work on this little Zaku tonight. Still working on the shoulder shields. We'll bring you up to speed with where we kind of are. Got some work done a little bit yesterday and all that good stuff. And we're going to continue working on that this evening. Yeah. So, before we do that, hey, if you guys see any of the tools and stuff like that we're working with tonight and you want to get those, hit the Amazon link just below here on YouTube and Twitch. This side if you're watching on Facebook. And then also, if you want to pick up a snazzy Child of Mecha shirt, or any of the other cool shirts that we have to offer, please go ahead and hit www.childofmecha.com. The store button is up at the top. That will take you over to the store where you'll see hats and shirts and bags and all sorts of other cool stuff in there. Go get you some of those. And then also, if you need kits or paints or detail parts or tools or whatever, these guys right here, USA Gundam Store, that is your source. Go hit up Adam and the boys, and they will hook you up. They will hook you up. Yes, sir. Julius Dembski says, hey, is that the parachute plug missing from the shelf over your shoulder? Where? Right there? That's just the one of the prototypes. And then there's the buck that I used. So, I don't know. But anyway, Julius, put your parts in the mail today, sir, so you should have them in a couple days, so FYI. So, should be good to go after that, brother. Anyway, what's everybody talking about? You're thinking of a good home box, photo box? Yeah, photo boxes. Yeah, GamerBud made his own photo box, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, yeah. Kurt Hill over there, see my shirt and hat were posted last night. Thanks, Tim. You are certainly welcome, sir. You should have those hopefully very, very soon. I don't know how long it will take to get to Australia, but it's on its way, right? Yeah. Fun times. All right, you guys. Let's do... Oh, hold up. Time out. Time out. One last thing before we get started. So, the group build show. Told you a little bit more about that last stream, and so we're definitely starting to move along. We've got a name. We are calling it Mechanism. Mechanism. The show for builders by builders. That's what we're going with. We've got, like I said, a lot of hard commitments. We've got some maybes thrown into the mix here for flavor. And, man, I think you guys are going to be highly entertained by the diverse mix of people and personalities that are going to be on the show. So stay tuned. More to come. but it's definitely starting to fill out very, very nicely. You know, we've got people from basically all over the world going to be participating in this. And I'm really looking forward to it because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, there's going to be a lot of good talks and banter and just probably shooting the shit and just busting on each other a lot of the time, but that's what makes group builds like this so cool. So if you guys have, like I said, if you guys have ever watched the one of those Gundam guys build streams, very, very similar to that, but just with new characters, new cast. So it'll be awesome. So we're looking to do that probably every other Friday. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing one of my streams with an episode of Mechanism. So every other Friday, you'll get to enjoy that rather than just one of my solo streams. So I think it'll be really pretty damned awesome. So hope you guys are excited as I am. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see. William Wilm says, will this be streamed on Tuesdays and Thursdays, non-stop week of seeing Tim? No, dude, I can't take that. I could not take that. So we're gonna be, like I said, on every other Friday. And you know, it'll be a very rotational cast. So basically people will rotate in and rotate out based on their schedules or want to participate. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, a lot of fun. So you know, some of the fine gentlemen that you're going to be seeing on the show, our very own Bailey, and Freddie Torres. Freddie was wrong. He's going to be on there sometimes. And I don't know who else. I didn't see anybody else thus far that might be on there. But again, going to be a lot of cool people. So look forward to that. Oh, hey, there's Brian, Bro Builder. He's going to be on there. So popping his head up. Nice. And so stay tuned for that. Keep an eye on the social medias because when we go to you know, air that, I'm sure there'll be a full-on blitz by everybody that's going to be on the show. So it's going to be a good time. It really is going to be a good time. LOL, we're not gentlemen. That is true. That is true. Anyway, camera 2. Whoa. Still got the grid going. Why is the grid on there? We don't want the grid. The grid is bad. Go away, grid. Here we go. Now we're in shape. Okay, so you guys, let's catch up with what these shields look like up to this point. Okay? So, last time we talked, we were busy making brackets and things for these shields, right? And what we're going to be doing is using these, and excuse the paint, it's actually panel lining fluid on my fingers there. Excuse that. So what we're going to be using are these cool little launchers, these Bandai builder parts. I really like these, man. The shapes and the details on these things. You know, they need a little work to kind of make it look just right. But for, you know, for an out-of-box kind of solution, these look really, really good. So this is kind of where we are with the shields so far, right? So what we do is pop that right on there, and this thing is nicely bracketed. You got that little filler piece right there, and then also on the back side in there that you can see. And so these brackets basically make it look like this thing is held in very, very solidly. I got a nice bracket on the side. These two here, we're going to continue to build some on this side. And yeah, so I think this is coming along quite nicely. And then you've got the opposite on the other shield here. Just like that. Very nice. Yes. So, really good. Scubble says, oh, what the fuck? He had so much plastic when he's off stream. Haha. Yeah, hey, you know what? I have time. That's why, right? I have time. So, you know, like I said, we built the brackets last time, and I just installed the brackets. What are you going to do, right? So tonight we're going to work on a little bit of the reinforcement look on these brackets here. Like I said, we wanted to kind of put in some little triangles here to make it look like it's slightly reinforced along this edge here. And we're just going to be using, what is this, 1 millimeter by, I think this is half millimeter thick. 3/4 millimeter. So this is 1 by 3/4. So I think this is going to be a perfect width for us to work with tonight. Yeah. So, let's see. Bailey's like, they don't count on the parts count. Come on. Gotta work with me here, man. Jeez. William Wilms was couple. He doesn't have to deal with us, and he can listen to AC/DC. Yeah, well, I gotta finish this for GBWC, not GBWC for next year. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. I love the vote of confidence. Nice. All right. So, like I said, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting some reinforcement triangles here to make it look a little bit heavier, to make it look a little bit more reinforced, right? So, Ultraman Dynatim, are you going to beef up the arm a little? Yeah, that's all kind of in the stages at this point, especially like the forearm, right? And the wrist, little wrist action right here, just above the arm. I think I'm gonna kind of give that like a cuff almost look. So yeah, Freddie Torres, go go go! Time to crack the whip. Nice, thank you, Freddie. Appreciate that, brother. So with anyway, with that being said, let's reel it back in. And let's get back to this, right? So, these triangles are going to be hella small. So, with that being said, let's go to town on this. Let's see if we can get just a nice little cut there. That's not too bad. But I think there might be a better way to attack this. Yeah, okay, so there's I think there's a better way to attack this particular issue, right? We're going to toss that off. We're not going to cut this by hand. We're going to cut this on the chopper here. Square off the end. Now, what we need is a corresponding piece. That's a little bit too short. Let's see. I think this is what we need. Bingo, this is exactly what we need. This is the 4.8 strip, so we're going to use that as a measuring guide, right? And now we're going to cut a whole bunch of little pieces to that width. Yeah? And I'll show you what I mean. So that's 5 there. 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go 10 pieces initially, right? That should give us enough for probably 2 sides. Just kind of brush those off to the side there. Nice. Okay, so now we need to do a little bit of figuring here, right? We need to do a little bit of math. So, what we've got here, this is 23 wide, right? So, let's figure this out. 23 wide. All right. So, just a piece of styrene, right? All right, so I want 1 millimeter space at the end, right? And then there's a strip, and then 2, and then a strip, and then 2, and then the strip. Okay, so that's what? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. All right, so let's see. 2. So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 22, and that's 23. Okay, so that's not going to work. So then, let's see. What if we did maybe 5? So we'll do 2 at the end. 5. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. It's 20. Okay, so this might work. Okay, so 5, 10, 15. Yeah. 20. Shit, that's not gonna work either. Let's just fuck it. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. I don't know. This is always the tough part. Is just trying to figure the spacing out and shit. You know. We'll figure it out. We'll just figure it out. Screw it. All right. So let's see. We're gonna eyeball it first. Okay, so there's kind of the eyeballed method, right? So let's see if we can't figure out the math based on this. Let's see. So there's 2, there's 1, 3 in the middle. All right, so maybe 3 in the middle. Let's figure that, all right? 2 on each side. No, 3 on each side. Okay, so that might make it a bit easier. So 3. All right, so let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, right? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Boom, we got it. Okay, cool. So 3 1 steps. There we go. 1 millimeter space apart. No, man, that would view so many Kenneth Sim over there on YouTube. I'm not doing 1 millimeter apart. No, sir. It needs spacing, you know. It needs realism, right? 1 millimeter apart, just not going to work. But 3 millimeter stepped like that, definitely is in good shape, because then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces per side, and I think that will look quite nice. Yeah, we're going with that. We're going with that. All right. So we're gonna do a little plastic magic action. Let's get our piece back in here. Let's get these little guys. Tiny, tiny little pieces, but these are gonna make all the difference in the world, you guys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. These are gonna make all the difference in the world. And you will see in just a few minutes why this look is so nice. Alright, let's do some measurements here. We need this 3, there we go. Just like that. Let's see. Spacing looks good there. Make sure these are nice and straight. That's the important thing. This, what size is this? Is this 3.2? No, it's 2.5. Okay. Let's see. I have a 3.2 millimeter strip in here somewhere. I'm sure I do. This is 4, isn't it? Yep, that's 4. Close, but no cigar. Let's see. This might be 3.2. Yep, there we go. All right, cool. So now we can just basically, this is a 3.2 millimeter strip. We can use this as our spacer, right? Nice. Okay. We continue gluing these little guys in. Okay. Now, I hope someone's keeping parts count here for Dean. Or if Dean is here, I don't know. Because I think we'll probably be parts heavy tonight. As in, pieces glued down. Yeah? All right. nice. All right, so spacing on all these look pretty damn good. So now what we can do is use our nice flat 1, 2, 3 block here, press these from this side and get a nice even pressure on all of those. Yeah, this one's not exactly straight. Let's get that guy straightened down a little bit. There we go. Scuffle says 0.2 times 5 equals 1. Wow, you guys are harsh with these rules, man. I'm telling you. Now it's just 1. I can't win to lose, you guys. Come on now. All right, so like you can see, that now looks much more reinforced, right? We're not done with this side yet. Yeah, but that looks pretty good. That is definitely getting to where I need it to be. Yeah. But what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to sand down these corners right here on this edge and make them into basically like triangles, right? We're going to blend those in with the rest of the bracket there, and we're going to make those look really, really quite nice. So let's do the other side here while we're waiting for that glue to cure up enough to where we can work with it. Yeah. Let's see. Jeez. My Jesus. This is why you use the cement and not the super glue. Yeah, adjustments. When you need to make adjustments like this in terms of spacing, yeah, I mean you gotta use the glue, because you're not going to get the same freedom with the super glue. You know, you're gonna get a little bit of leeway with the super glue, but not a lot, right? So it is what it is. Scuffle says, I'll give him bonus points since he's made progress on both shields. Wow, thanks. You guys are so giving tonight. It feels like Christmas, right? Oh, man. It's all good, though. Totally all good. All right. Let's continue on with the back side of this shield. And we'll get these 5 glued in place. And then, who knows, I might be up to 2 whole pieces glued tonight, according to your rules. And technically, these aren't 0.2, these are actually 0.75. So, I should be getting a lot more than just 1 piece. Just saying. Should be getting credit for a lot more than that. All right. When doing kind of repetitive gluing like this, guys, using the using a strip like this for a constant spacing, man, it just makes it so much easier to work with. I highly, highly recommend, if you have to do this repetitive kind of task like this, man, use a constant measuring, just something to measure a constant width between these pieces, whether it be, you know, a strip of plastic, whether it be you know, a ruler or some other part. Who knows? Just use something that will make the job easier and more accurate. Right? Okay. And it definitely makes it a lot quicker to glue these pieces when you have kind of a guide like this. Come on. Okay, looks good. Last piece. And we'll see if the other side, how the glue is for that, yeah? Superset 5 said the stream on Twitch went off and then came back on. Odd. Well, as long as we're still on, I guess that's what matters most, right? Oops. Okay. Good there. 1, 2, 3 block. Let's get these pressed in with nice, even, constant pressure. And then press them in from the bottom there. Nice. So there we go. Matching sides, right? Pretty good. Pretty good. So there we go. Hey, you guys. Links53. Mr. Corey DeYonker over there. The wonderful artist that did the Chibi Hummingbird. He's watching over there on Twitch. What's going on, Corey? Thank you for watching. He says, that's been happening randomly on all Twitch streams lately. Interesting. Huh. I did not know that. Of course, I don't watch a lot of Twitch, but still. Did the same on YouTube. Interesting. Okay. Their buffing issue on YouTube earlier. Oh, interesting. I don't know. C'est la vie. All right, we continue. All right, so make sure that glue is capped properly. All right, so let's see what we're looking at here. Maybe this looks good, yeah? You can see it from the underside there. Looks nice and even. Yeah? Nice. Nice. I like it. Hey, Bel Sayed Basik. I hope I'm saying that correctly, Bel. He's over there on Facebook checking in from Malaysia. Welcome. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. That's awesome. greetings to everybody in Malaysia. That's great. Yeah. So, what a lot of people are talking about on YouTube is Cam's master grade spoon. And Cam will actually be joining us on Mechanism. So, expect some fun times with Cam, because Cam's a great guy. His name's Jonathan. So, it's going to be a lot of fun having him on, talking with him and stuff like that. I've kind of known him from kind of back in the day through other mutual friends and stuff like that. So yeah, he did a video with the master grade spoon. So yeah, that was pretty good. He did the box and everything, and the shipping container with, you know, Bandai all around and everything. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, anyway, all right. So, let's see if we can't work with these strips here, shall we? So, what we're gonna do, like I said, is we're going to kind of taper these down and take these corners off here a bit, right, to make them look a little bit more triangular. So, with that being said, we're gonna grab the bastard file here, and we're gonna go this way with it. Now, normally you would go, you know, forward with the file. Now we could turn it over and probably get away with that too. Yeah, we can get away with this. But basically what we're trying to do is taper these strips down to where they meet the bracket surface, yeah? And we're just trying to turn these into triangles. Much easier this way than trying to cut these things by hand and trying to get them even and placed and all that. This is just so much easier. Yeah, see, that's getting where we need it to be. That's getting nice. That's getting nice. Okay, so I think we're pretty much good there. Let's get these bottoms evened out here, because we've got a little bit of hangover on some of these strips. So we're just going to trim that back with the good old hobby knife, and that will tell us where we kind of still need to do a little bit of filing. Yeah. So we've got nice filing on this side. We still need to work on this side a little bit more, yeah? So let's do that. And now, what we can do is take our good old sanding block and just really even these things out here. Right. Yeah. That's where we want it to be. All right, so now, last thing we have to do is just kind of clean up the sides here, because what happened is with the filing and sanding process, it kind of gave You guys probably can't see it. Let's see. Might need to do a little bit of super zoom here. Yeah, let's go super zoom real quick. Okay, so basically what's happened is that you've got basically like a little plastic kind of fuzz right here that makes it look like it's fanned out, especially at the bottom here, right? So we need to just kind of clean this up and just carefully trim that off, right? So just kind of take our hobby knife here, just scrape down the side ever so carefully, trying not to deform the piece if we can help it. And then now we're left with a nice straight edge right in there, nice and beveled, yeah? So and hence, yes. Corey DeYonker, Links53 over there on Twitch, bringing out one of the best lines in one of my favorite movies, Super Troopers. And hence. Oh, it's a classic movie, you guys. If you've not seen Super Troopers, if you've not basked in its glory, I don't know what more I could say. Super Troopers 2 was even good. And you know how sequels go. Huh. Man. Enhance. God, I love that. So good. Alright, so I'm feeling we need a new blade on this Olfa here, so let's get a replacement, shall we? I'm going to put this off to the side. We're going to dispose of that properly later. Let's get a fresh blade out of here. There we go. Get the excess oil off of there, because a lot of these blades will come with a bit of oil on them so they don't rust in the package, right? So Superset 5, come on Farva, yes, Farva. Super Troopers is a great cult classic. Yes, Spider 2K2, James 2. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about, you guys. Super Troopers is an amazing, amazing film. For those of you that say otherwise, you're dead to me. Alright, so, whoop, it's not even focused. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm trying my best here to see exactly what I'm doing with cleaning these parts. And it's particular work. Yeah, sanding it down like that and filing these little strips definitely gives, you know, a nice even look. But man, there is a lot of cleanup. Yeah, there's a lot of cleanup. But once you get it nice, once you get these pieces nice and trimmed, man, the look is good. And I'll show you guys that here in a minute. Once we get these parts cleaned up properly. Man, so you guys, tonight, I'll be honest with you, even though it's hump day, and I rag on Wednesday a lot because it is just, you know, it's the middle of the week, and, you know, you can't wait for the weekend. Even though it's like the worst day of the week, I'm going to tell you what, you guys, it's a good day for television. There's some good-ass shows on Wednesdays. Let's try something a little bit outside the box. Let's see if this works. I don't know if this is going to work. We're just going to try toothbrushing it here, yeah? Huh. That's not bad. It didn't get the kind of the chaff that is left behind by the file and everything, but it got the little kind of debris and stuff. But anyway, like I was saying, you guys, Wednesdays is a good TV night. I like two shows on Sci-Fi on Wednesdays. The Magicians. If you guys aren't watching The Magicians, man, is it a good show. The Expanse was amazing, and I can't wait for that to come back on Amazon. And thankfully, they picked that back up, because that was probably the best show on Sci-Fi. But close behind it, very close behind it, was The Magicians. And now they've got a new one called Deadly Class, and I guess it's based off of a graphic novel. I never, obviously read the graphic novel or anything, but it's really a good show. And what's funny is that the academy that these kids go to in this show, it's called King's Dominion, right? Which just so happens to be the name of a little family-owned amusement park up in Pennsylvania that I used to go to as a very young kid, right? My grandmother and Mom used to take me there as a kid, and hearing King's Dominion just definitely brings back memories. It's like wild, right? So all right, so you guys, I think we're in pretty damned good shape with this. I'm gonna bevel the bottom of this piece just to give it kind of a bit more finished look here. Oh, yes. All right, so there we have it, you guys. Little hard to kind of see just because of the light and everything, but there you go. You can kind of see it right there at that angle, right? Nicely tapered down to it. Oh, there you go. That's a nice little angle with the shadows and everything. Yeah. Nice. That's what we're going for. That's the look we're going for right there. Is that nicely tapered, supported kind of look, right? And then you pop this bad boy on there. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Let's zoom out. Right there. Let's pop this guy on to good old Zaku. Yeah. That makes it look heavy. It gives it weight. You know, it gives it reinforcement. It's like a heavy steel girder kind of look, right? Yeah, I like it. I like that look so much. I like that look so much. It takes some work, and it's tedious, and it's just like sometimes, but man, at the end of it, so worth it. So worth it. Yes. Let's see. Let's get caught up with the chat just real quick. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little. Just a little, right? Let's see. Half Sight. Deadly Class is sitting in the DVR. There you go. Nice. Deadly Class is it's a good show, man. Good show. Let's see. Spider 2K2, I love Thursdays with the Orville. Never got into the Orville, but I've heard good things, so I don't know. Let's see. Bailey says, I just checked out Black Monday. It was a riot. Black Monday. Is that, which one is that? Is that the one with Don Cheadle? I think it might be like on Showtime or something like that. I caught like bits and pieces of an episode like late last night, and I thought it looked amazing. So I might have to tune into that if that's what we're talking about. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Jimmy Gumble Fixation is over here. What's going on, Jimmy? Donnie Baxter over there on Facebook. What's up, Donnie? Thanks for watching, brother. He says there's a King's Dominion in Richmond. I wonder if that's the one I'm thinking of. I don't know. It might be. It might be in Richmond. It's been so long since I've been to King's Dominion. I thought it was in Pennsylvania, though. There might be two. I don't know. Anyway, Bailey says, geez, this Stein comes with 4 H runners, 2 in gray and 2 in the new brown inner frame. Oh, it sounds like Bailey's got the Sananju Stein narrative version. That looks good, yeah. Let's see. Jimmy Gumble Fixation says, I don't think the Tamiya epoxy ever cured. I can easily dig in my nail into it. It's not as hard as the Bandai plastic. Interesting. So, Jim and I were talking about this morning, and I told him he probably needs a couple more hours to cure, because at that point it had only been 7 hours since he worked with it. But with that being said, Jimmy, I mean, the only thing I can think of at this point is your mixing ratio might be a little bit off, because that'll happen. And are you sure? You sure? One thing, and this is crucial. One thing to keep in mind, it's this stuff that you're working with, right? The green, right? Because that is massively important. If it's not the green box, then you've got something different. If it's not the green box, you've got this crap, this smooth surface. That stuff takes forever to cure, and even when it is fully cured, it's still very soft. That's why I think this is trash. Like straight garbage. I keep it as filler when I don't have to worry about actually sanding it or anything like that. But this is the stuff. This is the stuff that I use, and hopefully that's what you're using, because if it's not, then that would explain a lot. Let's see. Let's scroll down here. Let's see. That's the stuff. Green box, quick type. I only mix a tiny bit, so probably off by a lot percentage-wise. Yeah, and that could be true. The best thing to do is to like roll. A lot of people will say roll out little balls, right? Nah. That's like one of the worst ways to measure, two-part epoxies. Measure it in kind of roll it out into little strips and then measure it that way. Because you can tell a little bit easier just by, very, very thin little strips. If one strip is thicker than the other, then you have to roll the other one out a little bit more. And then you get a much better mixing ratio that way. Don't try to eyeball it, through just little pebble-sized balls of epoxy putty. Do the strip technique, and it just works. But yeah, from what it sounds like, if your stuff is still kind of rubbery at this point, it's probably going to be a mixing ratio thing. That's all I can say. So yeah, everybody agrees. Everybody says the original, the blue box, is just garbage. It's like Milliput fine, right? It's like the smooth surface Milliput. That shit is garbage too. Poo poo, as I say. Hey, Guelo's over there on Twitch, you guys, and Guelo's going to be on with us on Mechanism. So, hello, Scotty. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Space Rat 53 going to build the HGUC Stein, and then I'm going to build the Master Grade Char Zaku 2.0 to familiarize myself with the Zaku 2.0 for his project Black Rabbit. Ordering another 2.0 Zaku for parts. Nice. Let's see. Saki Art Handren says, I've used it like 10 years ago, and that damn thing not fully cured. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right? Bailey says, I never bother with the regular. I asked Tim about it a long time ago. He suggested quick type. Yep. Strip technique. Thanks, Tim. I inherited a kit fixing gate gouging. Ugh. Dude, you know what? Skip the epoxy putty if you're just filling in if you're just filling in dips like that. Skip the epoxy putty. Don't worry about it. Get you some of this. Fill in those gouges with this. I'm telling you, this is what you want to use. The Ultra Liquid Control, you can find it at Home Depot, you can find it at Lowe's, you can find it pretty much at almost any hardware store. Get you some of this. Put that on. Use this as your filler for those little indentations, those little gate gouges, like you said. This you're not going to have any issues with. It'll cure quickly. It'll cure beautifully. And I'm going to tell you what, it sands like a dream. And you're not going to have to worry about it popping off anytime soon either. Just saying. That's what I filled a lot of the parts with the Jesta with, a lot of the surface details that I didn't want, like those little weird circular divots, in the visor, the middle visor thing, and yeah, it works really, really well, man. So give it a shot. Let's see. Andrew Young says, I tried quick type first, but then I wanted to try regular, but regular was just ass. Yes, it was. It was just poo-poo. Guelo over there on Twitch says, it's going good. Had 2 tests today. One, I feel I did very well. The other, well, the whole class isn't sure about it, sadly. You know what? If the whole class fails a test or does badly on a test, that's not the mark of a bad class. That's a mark of a bad teacher. Just saying. let's see. Andrew Young says, by the way, Tim, I'm going to send you a trash Zaku this Saturday, probably PM your address. Sweet. Yeah, just hit me up on Instant Messenger, dude. Thank you, by the way. That's cool. Bailey says, CA glue, Kenneth Sim glue works best. Yep. Spider 2K2, Andrew, don't be sending him drunk Zaku's here, right? Scuffle cooked rice works best. There you go, right? Andrew Young, only during college. Oh, nice. Couple fixation. Thanks for the tips, Tim. Treasure trove of knowledge. Anytime, brother. That's what I'm here for. Bailey says, scribe right over it like nothing ever happened. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's one of the other beauty parts of using the Loctite is that even the smallest, just the smallest little piece or fill-in of CA glue that you have, you can scribe right through it like it's nothing. Like it's, like Bailey said, like it's not even there. Like it's just, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's the magic stuff. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's the magic stuff. So, yeah, dude, use that instead of the epoxy putty. Save this for reshaping and filling in areas. That's what this is for. This is not for filling in surface imperfections and stuff like that. This stuff is way too expensive for that stuff. That's menial. That's kind of remedial stuff, right? Use the Loctite. It's so much better in that arena. So, Andrew Young, can't promise that the Zaku will smell like alcohol. Nice. Guelo, yeah, it was so weird, but whatever, it's done. True. Andrew Young, LOL, you're not wrong. Class average is one class. Last year was 30. I got a 20. Yeah, well, that's a mark. Like I said, that's a mark usually of a bad teacher. You know, a good teacher is much like a good leader, or much like a good manager at a job, right? A good manager and a good teacher inspires and makes you, the student or the employee, want to work and want to learn for them, not in spite of them, or not because you have to, based on, you know, their superiority in terms of hierarchy, simply based on their motivational technique to make you either want to learn or want to work. That's what makes a good teacher and what makes a good leader, or a good manager, I should say. I've always believed in that, and I've always thrived under people that kind of share that same mentality. And I've always strived to be that type of person, you know, when I used to manage people and stuff like that. And you know what? The results spoke for themselves. So, yeah. If a whole class is failing, that's a mark of a bad teacher. So, Grillo says, all I'm looking forward to now is mechanism. Yes. Yes. Scuffle says, way to bring the average down. Andrew, nice. Bailey says, I'm talking my Bob Smith CA glue, though, which is to say, nary a difference between companies. Yeah, I mean, CA glue is CA glue, right? You know, basically, you're going to see the difference in viscosities, maybe. And sometimes in chemical makeup. So, like, for instance, this Gorilla Super Glue is a little bit of a different consistency. And actually, has this gone bad on me? It looks like it. It looks like it's gelled up. I don't think that's viable anymore. I haven't used it in who knows how long, but whatever. So, yeah. And Young, I haven't had a good teacher in so long, to be honest. It's been like that for 2 years. LOL, so sad. Yeah, you know, I mean, the teaching profession in the U.S. is in a sad state, so, but we're not going to get into that. Scuffle says, back in the day, which was a Tuesday, if my teacher sucked, I yelled at them. I pay them to teach, not read shit out of a book, which I could have just done on my own. Yeah, Bailey, speaking the truth, Tim. Yeah, I tried to, man. Andrew Young, funny because I've never even knew getting a 20 on an exam is possible till now. Yeah, well, you can get a 0, right? Let's see, Spider2K2, speaking of teachers, I am in the process at work to become an EMT preceptor, aka in the field teacher. Nice. Good job, dude. I like that. Dude, yeah. That see, you know what? There's nothing more fulfilling than teaching. At least in my opinion, right? And that's probably part of the reason why I do these live streams is to kind of give back that, you know, the knowledge and try to motivate people to up their game and stuff like that, and just, you know, really just have a good time and hang out with you guys, right? But there is something very, very gratifying in teaching something. Yeah. So that's awesome, James. I really like hearing that, man. That's good. Spacer I-53, higher education seems to be going toward indoctrination instead of teaching people how to be successful in life. Yes, I'd say there's probably a decent argument for that. But again, you know, I don't want to necessarily delve into, you know, that area at this point. You know, we're not a debate show, let's put it that way, you know? Guerrero says there is a Gorilla Glue gel, but it's so freaking hard to get out of the tube. Yeah. Bailey says I always emphasize in my classes that my goal is to ensure everyone understands. I don't emphasize grades. Good. Links53, Corey DeYonker over there on Twitch. She says, over the years, only major difference I found in CA is one company made an odorless that didn't affect my dad's minor allergy to it. Cool. Andrew Young, yeah, those classes with averages of 20s and 30s, I usually feel sick before the exam because I know I'll fail, but I hate it. Yeah, well. Bailey says the grades are for the college, not me. I strive to see understanding in everyone. Nice. That's a good way of looking at it. Andrew Young, that's how my research professor thinks. That's why I love lab work and not calculations. Yeah, practical stuff is usually the more fun stuff. Ultraman Dyna, teaching is awesome. Yes, it is. I agree. William Williams, don't forget that a leader can only lead those that are willing to follow. Students have to put in the effort to learn as well. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because, you know, when I was a manager back in the day, and I had teams of 20, sometimes 30 people under me, you know, there were your hard cases, right? And you had to give those a little bit more special attention. You know, you had to find what motivates those people, because different things motivate different people, right? Some people are motivated by just doing a good job. Others are motivated by money. Others are motivated maybe by prestige or something like that. You know, looking good in front of the rest of the team. So it's a good teacher or manager's or leader's job to find what motivates that particular person and basically do that. So I think it still falls on the shoulders of the teacher or leader or manager or what have you, for the most part. But then, yes, if you've exhausted all other avenues at that point, then it's time to move that person along. Either get them the hell out of your class or get them the hell out of your company. And trust me, I've moved more than my fair share of people out of the company I used to work for. So, yeah. Kenneth Sims says Tim was a great teacher. Here wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, I try to be. Mikkel says, let men look at the shield Tim just got on. Oh, let me look at the shield. Oh, yeah. See, there you go. Look at that. We just kind of beveled these guys down. And that just looks so sexy, right? That looks good. Nice and heavy. Reinforced. Yeah. William Willis, I just wanted to say that it is a two-way street. Yeah, in some aspects. Yeah, in some aspects. Enrique Asanohashi says, reminded me of a test back in high school. The whole class got below average grades. 6 is average, 12 is the maximum. We redid the test in front of everyone the next day, and we were right. There you go. Belly says, you're not wrong. Effort is what matters more than ability. There's definitely validity to that, yeah. Enrique Asanohashi, we should have gotten better grades, but the teacher hated us. Yeah, and seeing, and you know, when a teacher or leader or manager hates the people that are under them, that's just another sign of a bad teacher or manager or leader. That's just my opinion. But those people are never usually successful in their role. So they tend to make other people not successful. You know? So let's see. Scuffle says, I need to find myself an airbrushing class so I can use their equipment to paint my Gundam and then drop the class. Nice. Nice. Guelo says, that's looking tight. Thank you, brother. Ultraman Dino, what's the part count now for tonight's stream? I'm saying 10. A solid 10. Yeah. Guelo says, real nice. Mikkel over there on YouTube, he says, are you putting handles on those shields? Handles, how do you mean handles? Like handles up at the top or something? Like mounting points or something? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Scuffle says, -5 or so 100. I lost count. Thanks, Scuffle. Appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. Space Rat 53, you're definitely not keeping track. Scuffle says, no, Space Rat 53 says, Scuffle, you're definitely not keeping track, so you should just drop it already. Thank you. Yes, 10, Dean. We're up to 10 now. You want to see? I've got proof. And don't listen to Scuffle, because he's playing some bizarro world rule system where the number of parts is measured by the width of the parts or something like that. So, no. Don't listen to Scuffle. We're at 10. So, let's show Dean where we're at. Okay? Alright, so, Dean. So, last time we were... Well, I shouldn't say last time we were together. But, update so far... This is what we started out tonight with, right? Looking like this. Both sides. Looking pretty good. That's where the little rocket pack mounts. Just like that, yeah? So, here's the one we worked on. So what we've got is 5 little strips right here. Shaped, sanded, looking good. And they started off looking like this. So we glued up 5 on each side for a total of 10 pieces laid down tonight. Booyah. That's what we're doing. So, Dean says, I'm keeping track. And there we go. That's what we need. We need Dean to keep track. Alright, so, since Dean is here, everybody, let's reel it back in. Let's get back to work, shall we? So, alright, we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to file these down. And, we are going to shape these into what we need, yeah? So since these had a little bit more time, the glues had a little bit more time to cure, we can use the kind of back and forth motion on the bastard file now to really hog off some material quite quickly. Alright, so we're looking good. More progress on this side than the back side at this point, so we're going to focus back here. Stray Cat says, damn, Tim just fired Scuffle. Nice. Nice. I like it. No, Scuffle still has a special place in my heart, you guys. But that is damn funny. That is damn funny. Alright, we are getting super close to bracket's edge there, so we're going to angle this up a bit, and let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good on this side. Will it focus? Probably not. So we need to do just a little bit more shaping on this side, and then I think we should be in good shape to kind of do a final sand on these things. Getting there. We're getting there. There we are. Now we're good. All right. So, 600 grit sanding block here. We're just going to spin that around here. I'm just going to go back and forth and even these things completely out. Flatten them, make them look nice and uniform, yeah? Very good. Okay. All right, so now, like the last ones, we need to kind of clean up the kind of chaff, the overhang, the just nasty sanding debris that's left by the file and the sanding block here. Okay. And I understand that this is probably out of focus. Yeah, nice and out of focus, but we'll show you the progress here momentarily. Just as soon as I get all these edges just kind of cleaned up here, because it is kind of tight and close-up work. There we go. Now we're getting it. Now we're getting it. Yeah. All right. So now let's take the toothbrush to it, clean that look up. Yeah. Let's take a look and see what we've got. A little bit more cleanup to do, but there's that. There's nice little triangles in there, yeah? And now what we're going to do to match this one is to bevel that bottom edge a little bit, just to give it kind of industrial, heavy, like I said, kind of girder, reinforced, armored look, right? And we'll use the sanding block to measure, or to even that even that out a bit. And now, we've got a finished look. And that, ladies and gents, that looks pretty damn good in my opinion. That is not bad at all. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. I really, really like that. I really like that. Let's see. Man, I am missing comments over here on Facebook. I'm sorry, you guys. Look, Johnny's with us. He's over there. He's on a night shift again, but watching as time goes by. Hey, Johnny, thank you, man. Let's see. Jeremy Chasson is over there. Man, does that look nice. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's, man. Sorry, you guys. For some reason, it's not showing on the good old chat program. I don't know why that would be surprising, since the chat program works when it wants to anyways, right? So, hey, cheers to everybody on Facebook. I'm sorry for neglecting you. It happens. All right. So, let's see. What are you guys talking about? Let's see here. What? Zaku Exceeds have only recently become regularly available at places like ThinkGeek and Barnes & Noble in the U.S. Really? I'll have to check out Barnes & Noble then. Because I don't hardly ever go into Barnes & Noble. I just buy my shit on Amazon, you guys. You know me, I'm an Amazon fiend, so what can I say? You go into Barnes & Noble to look around and peruse, and then you go shop on Amazon. So, perfect example was, like I was saying Monday, and I don't know if I explained this on Monday, but our dryer's on the fritz, and I had to buy new parts for it, right? So, bought new parts for it on some repair parts, website, and then looked on Amazon after I bought the parts, and the parts were $100 cheaper collectively on Amazon. God damn it. Pissed me off. And I ordered them yesterday and they got here today. The parts from the other company aren't here yet. What are you gonna do? Yeah, sucks. Anyway, hey, Guelo over there on Twitch, he says, I have 2 more Exceed heads to paint, gonna do one tomorrow. Wish I could find them in just random stores here. Yeah, all right. Links53, Corey DeYoung says, some GameStop started adding Zaku heads in actual Gashapon machines. And Donnie Baxter also said on Facebook, he said, GameStop here has Gashapon machines with those Zaku heads. So there you go, you guys. I guess go to GameStop? Just to see. My local GameStop sucks. I hardly ever go in there. There's nothing worth it. Andrew Young says $50 Jagan came it out $30 after discount. Easy. Decent, yeah. Scuffle says, Tim, are you planning to add anything else to these shields? Yes, we are. This is just, especially down here, we haven't really touched on the plating down here all that much. This still needs to be shaped and worked and layered and detailed and stuff like that. So this stuff is still very, very much a work in progress. I'm just kind of focusing on this, since this is, you know, this section here for these shields is going to basically be the main element of the shields. So I wanted to kind of get those, kind of get that look in line first, right? So, next thing we're going to do is probably add a few, you know, a few of those kind of reinforcement strips to this top side bracket here. Now, this top side bracket could be problematic. Yeah. This one we're probably going to have to go old school and actually pre-cut the triangles out, because the height of this backstop here, or whatever you want to call it, it's a little higher than the angle of this strip down here. So we can't just take, you know, the file and file that down to you know, the perfect angle. It just is not going to work out that way for us. So what we got to do, well, you know what we could do. Shit, we could just bevel that top edge. I might like the look of that, now that I think about it. Oh, decisions, you guys. Yeah, let's go with that. Screw it. Let's go 5. I got 5 on it. Yes, we were talking about classic hip hop last time, and yes, the Loonies is classic hip hop. I don't care what you guys say. Get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We got our 5 little strips here. Now, these are going to be much longer than the other ones, but I'm not worried about it because I don't really feel like going back and recalibrating the chopper right now. It's dialed in and we're ready to go out of the gate. So, yeah. Bailey, take care, man. Thank you for modding, brother, and give your best to your mom for me. All right. So, see you on Friday. Cool. All right. So, Enrico Asanohashi says hashtag bevel it, Tim. I think so. I think that's the way to go. We're gonna bevel this sumbitch. We're gonna bevel it. That's what we gotta do. All right, now we gotta find our good old 3mm strip there. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that this bracket here is what, 23? Yeah, roughly 23. This bracket here is also roughly 23. Look at that. Boom. So nice. So perfect. It just works out. It's like it was meant to be. It's like I designed it that way. Right? So let's get these spaced out, and then we'll cut some more, and we'll start placing those on the other one while we're waiting for this top side to cure, right? Okay. Man, the hardest part about gluing these little things on is just trying to grab these little strips. Okay. now, that I can already tell that that's only about 2 millimeters. This needs to come over more, right about there. And the glue set up a little bit too quickly for that. Let's basically, I just trimmed off the edge of this just to clean it up, right? Enrica Asanohashi says, hey Tim, do we have a date for the next Gunpla Talk episode? Yes, we do. It's this Friday, you guys. It is coming up in 3 days. So, great question. We have a guest on this weekend, Mr. Ryan Lau from Canada. And if you guys aren't familiar with Ryan, he was this year's GBWC Canada representative and the highest placing North American finalist in GBWC history. He placed 4th in the World Finals this year. So that is a very, very impressive feat for, you know, a North American. Let's put it that way. Let's speak plainly, right? Did I say Friday? It's this Saturday. Sorry, you guys. Saturday. So yeah, so it's this Saturday. What is it? 8 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. So, but yeah, we're going to have Ryan Lau on. We're going to talk to him. And, man, it's just going to be a really, really good time. He seems like an amazing person. The whole 9 yards. So, yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen the video that he's made, you know, for his GBWC experience, but it was floating around Facebook probably about a month or so ago. And man, it brought back so many memories. Oh, it was so cool to see. And obviously, you know, it was his first time being there and seeing the emotions of that first time. I can only imagine that's probably how I looked too. You know, while I was there, just kind of like deer in headlights, like, right? So it was really, really cool to see. I really loved watching that video. So yeah, it should be a really good time this weekend with talking to him and just kind of getting to know him and stuff like that. So yeah, should be good. Ryan Lau, L-A-U. Ultraman Dyna asks, what's his name again? Yeah, Ryan Lau, L-A-U. So, yeah, just a really cool, seems like a really, really cool guy. Very positive and upbeat type of person. I think him and Josh are going to get along famously because they seem like two peas in a pod, right? So it should be a love fest between these two. So I can't wait to see the interaction of that. But, man, he seems like a great guy. So, Quaylo says, what's up, Gary Gunpla? Gary's with us? What's up, Gary? Sorry, I didn't see his comment if he commented, but yeah. So yeah, so this Saturday morning is the next Gunpla Talk. So yeah. So yeah. Scupple says, so hard staying up late watching Tim Friday night and then trying to wake up for Gunpla Talk. Yeah. Try being the one that's actually on. It's brutal. Brutal. But it's still fun, and I would do it the whole time, yeah. Yeah, Andrew Young, thank you. Instagram. Ryan goes by the Gunpla_enthusiast on Instagram. So thank you for that, Andrew, for that link. That is definitely a good hookup. Yeah, go check out Ryan's Instagram. Go follow him. He's just seems like a really genuinely good dude, right? Beautiful family too. So, and he takes great pictures, you guys. He I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I guess he was in Maui for like a week or two, and just some of the pictures and stuff like that he took on that trip were just awesome looking. So yeah, he's really cool. Oh, so dry in here, you guys. So dry. Having the heat on like almost non-stop in the winter here in the Northeast, it wreaks havoc on sinuses and my eyes, and so need to stay somewhat hydrated. Okay, let's see if that placement is any better. Ah, no. Okay, so once we get the first piece in place, I mean, it all just kind of falls in line after that. But the first piece is usually the hardest to place. I'm not even on camera. Sorry about that, you guys. Jesus, I'm just trying to pay attention to what I'm doing here, and I'm not even on the damn camera. All right, so there, I think our placement for this first strip is locked in, and I think we're looking pretty good. Just need to straighten that out a bit. Just like that. Links53, Mr. Corey DeYonker, for those of you guys playing at home. He says, random question. If you were to build a super custom SD, what design / suit would you choose? Interesting. What I would... I hate to say this, but probably what I would do is I'd probably do a SD version of... do an SD version of the Hummingbird. Actually, someone, I forget who, over on Instagram is actually doing an SD Hummingbird, and I've been following it incessantly, right? Because it's shaping up so well, right? Yeah, if that's a really good question, Corey. But yeah, if I had to do a super custom SD, I'd have to do an SD version of my Hummingbird, just to have the the big version and then kind of the small version. I think that would be kind of a cool pair to have. So yeah. Daft Robo, Shane is with us. What's going on, Shane? Speaking of Mechanism, Shane will be on with us as well. That should be a lot of fun. Let's see. Space R53, blah, gotta work on Saturday morning. Man, catch the rerun. Scuffle, sleep till you're hungry, eat till you're sleepy, and repeat. It's probably a good call. Gary Gumpler over there on Twitch, he says, all right, guys, got to clock in. You guys have a great day. Later, Tim. I'll catch you later. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that, buddy. You should be getting your stickers soon. I know a few people got their stickers today, but they're on the East Coast, so you might get, yours might be another day or two. So, Gary, keep looking for those. They're coming. They're on their way. So let's see. Spider2K2 James says, okay, who else saw that Nintendo Direct with the announcement for Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Switch? Yeah, you lost me. You lost me. I'm not a console guy. I'm a computer guy. I'm a PC gamer guy, right? I game on the PC. When I mind you, when I game, I hardly ever play games anymore, to be honest with you. Hardly ever. This takes up my time. Yeah. Links53, Mr. Corey DeYonker said, oh yeah, Gundamamu. That's the one, yeah. Is working on SD Hummingbird. I was talking to him about it. Cool. Yeah. He's got my attention like crazy because it's looking pretty damn good. And he's doing a great job with it. William Wilms, oh yeah, do that SD Hummingbird right after GBWC. I would love to, man. I would always. I don't know if I would be able to really get into it, though. Because I've already done the Hummingbird, right? On a, obviously, much bigger and grander scale. So, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things that I've always been intrigued with, but I don't know. Space Rat 3, yeah, going to attempt reverse washing for the first time with the sleeves markings for the high-grade Sananju Stein primer and the lacquer, then enamel and rub off the enamel with on the raised surfaces. Yeah, that's pretty much the procedure. Yeah. Gary Gunpla over there on Twitch. Yep, it's Gundamamu SD Hummingbird. Yeah, it's. I can't wait till he gets that more into form, because it's looking super good so far, you guys. If you guys aren't following Gundamamu, I hope I'm saying that right, on Instagram, go follow him. Definitely worth it, right? Let's see, Hisaki Art, you guys have a good night. Good stream, Tim. Catch you later next time. Thank you, man. Thank you for watching. Daft Robo, I'm excited. Nice. Gary Gumpel, yay. Thanks, Tim. Always appreciate you, Woot. I'm stoked for them stickers. Dude, thank you, man. Andrew Young says, Tim probably plays Call of Duty with the middle school kiddies on Steam. No. I'm not an FPS guy either. I like simulation games, honestly. I really dig simulation games, and then like single player RPGs. Those are kind of my thing. I used to play, I used to play MMOs with PvP and stuff like that back in the day, but not anymore. Coelho says play Roblox. Get out of here, man. My kid plays Roblox. She's on that damn thing like all the time. All the time. And she builds houses and all that crap. Like, mind you, she's good at it. She gets into it, man. But yeah, no Roblox for this man. Come on now. There we go. Shit. I'm having a feeling that having these longer pieces is not going to be advantageous for this kind of work. But we're going to go with it for right now, since that's what we got. Okay. Coelho says, same with my kids. They play Roblox and Minecraft on their iPads all the time. Yeah, she grew up. My daughter grew out of Grew out of Minecraft though, so yeah. This couple says maybe do an SD Woundwort. Maybe, I don't know. The Woundwort was never really my thing, right? So I don't know. Spider 2K2. Ooh, Roblox is a waste. Yeah, dude. Superset 5. All right, I'm out. Good night, everyone. Good night, Superset. Daft Robo, loving my new shirts, by the way. I think the hummingbird is my favorite. Awesome. That's awesome. Mind you, that's the chibi hummingbird. So, Corey, if you're still watching, yep, you're still watching over there on Twitch. Big favorites for the chibi hummingbird. Big favorites. So, well done, my friend. Thank you very much for that piece of art. I was really impressed by it. Andrew Young, Roblox equals boot like Minecraft. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Corey over there on Twitch, he says, I want to make an SD Woundwort one day. One of my bucket list SD builds. Just no idea on what to use as a head. Yeah. Coelho says, yeah, that hummingbird. Corey says, takes a great concept to make great art. Fair enough. Fair enough. But you did an amazing job on it. I will say that till the end of my days. You did an amazing job on that, buddy. And I am very grateful for it. All right, let's get some more plastic pieces glued up, because I know Andrew over there is giving me a hard time because we only got 12 pieces laid down so far. But you know what, you guys, it's about quality, not quantity. At least that's what I'm going to keep telling you until you guys stop keeping track of parts. Okay, just trying to line this part up here, this little piece. Looking good. All right. These last two locked in here. Okay, a little bit wide on that. Push this one back over a bit. Just a little bit more glue on here because it's set up a little bit faster than what I had wanted. Laid it down the first time. Now I'm going to push that over still just a little bit. Okay, last piece on this one. Then I think we'll move on to the other shield. Start laying some of that down. Okay. Alright, so these are looking pretty good. Now, I'm going to use the flat edge of this sanding block here to just kind of evenly push these in to that back bracket piece here. Just to make sure that those are nice and pressed in. And then we'll do the same thing with the tops of these pieces, just so that these are compressed nicely into that corner, so that when we go to trim these, and then when we go to sand these down, they're going to look like one solid piece, right? So that's the intent. Let's see. Scuffle says, yeah, that chibi hummingbird is awesome. I just have to figure a way to order it without my wife catching wind of it. Nice. Let's see. Daft Robo says, the graphic is way bigger than I expected. Yeah. We want it big, right? Daft Robo says, Scuffle, have it shipped to work or neighbor's house. Scuffle says, I work from home, LOL. Nice. Andrew Young, Tim, I give you a hard time like always. Yes, that's true. And Scuffle says, it's not a hard time, it's aggressive encouragement. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. Tough love, yeah. Spider2K2 says, Scuffle easy, buy her something, then buy the chibi shirt. Yeah, right. Dofroba says, does she work? Nice. Scuffle over there on YouTube says, oh, nah. I need to ship it to my parents' house and have my dad drop it off and pretend he's gifting it to me. There you go. I mean, after all, like, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. You could just get yourself a Valentine's Day present. Just saying. Andrew Young, all right, I gotta head off. Gotta keep studying. Andrew, take care. Good night, man. Let's see. Rex Smith is here. He says, hello there. What's going on, Rex? Thank you for coming in. Alex the Doof. What's going on? And for those of you keeping track at home, Alex is going to be on Mechanism with us. He's going to be one of the regulars. So yeah, man, stacking up people left and right. You know, good modelers and stuff too. So yeah. Let's see. Guelo says, yeah, I'm off to bed myself. Have a good one, buddy. Night chats. Good night, Scotty. Have fun. Alex the Doof, it's V-Day now. Yes! Yeah, it is after midnight here, so it is technically, yes, this is, it is technically Valentine's Day now. Yeah. Well, at least here on the East Coast, right? But Alex is in Korea, so he lives in the future, so, yeah. Let's see. Cheesy Gumpla, what's going on, Cheesy? He says, yeah, been a few episodes since I streamed live. Nice shield downtime at work, so this means taking out my current whip. Nice. Ultraman Dyna, put your foot down and say, woman, I can't buy a shirt for myself. Can I buy a shirt for myself? Oh, Ultraman Dyna, you don't know how much trouble some of us can get if we say something like that. That would be bad, man. Like they say, happy wife, happy life, people. Never forget that. Never forget that. Oh, man. Daft Robo says it's a great group of you've assembled. Man, you know, I just like having people on that I like, that I enjoy, and that I think people will like and enjoy, and that we'll have fun with, you know? So I think it'll be a great time, you know, and again, with the rotation of everybody on Mechanism, I think it'll be really cool, because it'll constantly be a new mix of people, you know, new conversations, new connections. It's just, I think it's going to be a great time, man. think it's going to be a great time. There you go. Hey, William Wilms, that's a great suggestion. He says, buy 2 shirts, Scuffle. One for you, one for her. I can get women's t-shirts. I can actually get a lot of women's clothing. We can get, let's see, what can we get in women's? I can get shirts, I can get hoodies and stuff like that. I can get leggings for ladies. I can do that. Yeah. We can do that for you, Scuffle. You can buy a his and hers type of thing. Just let me know, man. Alex the Doof, wop wop, it's a random Thursday for me as well. Nice. Just work. Can't even see the lady. Nice. Fudabayoe, what's going on? Which means I have work in the morning. That's, yeah, everybody's got, we all got work in the morning, man. Daft Robo, God, I'm lucky as fuck. My wife is awesome. She's appalled that you can't buy yourself a shirt. Man, because Courtney's just cool as shit, dude. That's why. Courtney's just like... Courtney's just Courtney, man. She's awesome. She's awesome. Spire2K2, James 2 says, I'll admit, it's been a long time since I was on Gumbo Talk, but honestly, I was horrible guest on it. Aw, James. Alex the Doof says, I'm stoked for Mechanism. Dude, yes, I can't wait, man. Daft Robo, leggings! Fudabayoe, Tim is trying to sell you his body pillow for Valentine's. No, never that, brother, never that. Daft Robo says, I'm stoked too, Alex. Scuffle LOL, my wife does not own a single graphic t-shirt. Well, it's about damn time. Spider2K2, Hummingbird leggings, Tim, do it. Only if you would wear them, James. Only if you would wear them. William Williams, look at me here saving marriages. I know, right? Dude, Will, come on, man. Maybe you found a second career, brother. Alex the Doof Studios, Daft is gonna have to go to town on them leggings, right? Daft Robo, now she is blushing. Aww. Nice, nice. Well, you know what? I think we just got a goddamn good group of people, both on Mechanism and here in the chat. I think everybody that comes back and watches my dumbass try to build a model, man, you guys are awesome, and I'm very thankful for that. I am. I really am. So, alright, you guys, you know what? We're going to cut it off there. We're going to cut that off on a positive note. We're going to come back. I'll have these trimmed up and shaped and everything, and I'll probably even have the second shield probably in good working order next time. I don't know. We'll see, right? We'll see. But hey, stay tuned to the social medias, all the social medias, because I'm sure once we get scheduling locked in, I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of Mechanism promo from all of us, right? I think so. Scuffle says, when is the first episode of Mechanism? We're still working on it, dude. We are still working on scheduling and kind of getting all of our ducks in a row. We're just now kind of bringing the group together as kind of a one. We're trying to Voltron this thing, and then once we get that figured out, yeah, it won't be long. It won't be long. Mechanism, yes. Julie Stemsky, Mechaism? No, Mechanism. Like Scuffle, yeah, Mechanism. Mechanism. Yeah, Mechanism. Mechanism. It's the holy church of the robot, you guys. It's a religion, really. I am a mechanist? I don't know. Anyway. Alex to do Mechanism of pessimism. Yes. Scuffle says, children of mechanisms. Man. Fudabayoe, we need to send them ducks so they can start. I know, right? Bruh, you had me at Voltron. Nice. Scuffle. Good stuff. All right, you guys, let's go back to camera 1, shall we? All right, so like I said, Mechanism, we are still getting our shit together, but we're getting close. Scheduling is kind of the next step in our evolution for this new endeavor. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, you guys. So stay tuned to the social medias for that. Like I said, Instagram, Facebook, maybe Twitter, I don't know. All that good stuff. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Let's see. Spider2K2, Tim, you're more of a mad scientist. Yeah, I've always been that way, dude. I've always been that way. And I actually really... I take that as like a supreme compliment. Because one of my best friends when I was younger, you know, he always called me like the mad scientist because I always had the ideas and everything. So I appreciate that, man. That actually makes me feel really good. Feels really good. William Williams, kneel before Father Tim in his holy house, right? We're gonna baptize you in Mecha, for real, right? Man. Tim can file for nonprofit tax-exempt religious order. Ooh, Scuffle got me thinking now. Scuffle got me thinking. Damn. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. That's not worth it. I don't want to get audited by the IRS. That's not... No, that's poo-poo. Anyway, so, you guys, stay tuned for more news on Mechanism. It's going to be an awesome, awesome show with awesome, awesome people. You know, so many minds coming together, so many levels of expertise, people from around the world that will have just a wide array of skill sets, right? So we're going to have just so much. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun show. So stay tuned for that. Please stay tuned for that. We're gonna get more information out as we still kind of congeal into kind of, you know, this group, right? But okay, so if you want one of these amazing Child of Mecha shirts, go get you one on childofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You're going to be transported to the store where you're going to find hats, bags, shirts, other things. So go get you some of those. If you are interested in some of the tools and stuff like that that we worked with tonight, the plastic magic, Olfa knives, files, all that other stuff, hit up the Amazon link just below on YouTube and Twitch. This side if you're watching on Facebook. And as always, if you want model kits, tools, detail parts, paints in the US, check out these guys right down here, USA Gundam Store. My boy Adam Ryan and the good people down there in Florida at USA Gundam Store. They got you the hookup. So go and buy some stuff from those guys. So really good people. As always, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure being with you. We'll be back here Friday night, and we're gonna wrap this up. We got Gunpla Talk on Saturday morning. Mr. Ryan Lau, like I said earlier, is going to be joining us, and man, it's just going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be a good weekend, you guys. It's going to be a good weekend. So strap yourselves in. It's going to be a ride. But until then, stay safe, build something cool. We'll see you on Friday, guys. Bye.